live a simple life. My husband works a blue-collar job while I keep the home running. In this video, I'm showing you life as a blue-collar homemaker. One way that I support my blue-collar husband is by keeping his work uniforms washed. This makes him feel so loved and cared for, and it's one less thing that he's got to worry about. My son, Jack, is also a blue-collar worker. He works on a farm. He doesn't wear uniforms, but I also keep his clothes washed, and y'all just would not believe how dirty his clothes get from working on that farm. Keeping their clothes washed is just one way for me to bless them. It's that time of year again. It's hunting season here in South Georgia, and it's time for me to get all the camo washed for my husband and son. My husband prefers to make his own lunch to take to work, but one thing that I do to help him out is to make his snacks. Channel to be a place that is encouraging for other homemakers, and I want to make videos that you enjoy. I am not a political channel, and I do have my beliefs, but I stay away from talking about that on YouTube because I want this to be just a fun place for you to be. 1 Thessalonians 4:11 says, "Make it your ambition to lead a quiet life, to mind your own business, and to work with your hands." There's been multiple scary things going on in our country lately, and what I take out of this verse and apply it to our modern day times is the part about minding my own business. And the best way for me to mind my own business is to get off of my phone, to stop looking at social media, and you can even delete those apps. And then later on, if you want to go back to it, that's fine, but for right now, I just can't. Another thing for me to mind my own business is to stop looking at the news. I tell you, the news is just a cycle of fear, and just for my peace of mind, I just have to take a pause and step back and focus on my family. I don't want the troubles of the world, while they are very hurtful. I really feel like this is the time for me to double down and focus on my family, focus on my home, and to really concentrate on my homemaking, because my family goes out into the world and, there's evil out there. And I want our home to be a place where they can come home and relax and feel joy and feel happy to be here and just feel at peace. We live a simple life, and we don't have to have big fancy plans or outings to have fun together. We're having one of my favorite blue-collar dinners, and that's breakfast for dinner. We're having bacon, grits, and eggs, and I know some people watching are from other countries, or maybe you live up north and you're not familiar with grits, so I'm going to show you what they are. Grits are just made from ground up corn, and I'm going to boil them in water with some salt and butter. And I know some people do use sugar in their grits, but I don't think I've ever had it that way. When the world feels loud, heavy, or uncertain, remember this: God hasn't called you to carry it all. He's called you to be faithful right where you are. You're not failing because you can't fix everything. Making your home a place of peace, pointing your family towards hope, and keeping your eyes fixed on Him, these things matter more than you know. Don't let fear drown out your purpose. You can have peace even when the world doesn't make sense, because your peace doesn't come from the news or from your circumstances. It comes from the one who never changes. Isaiah 26:3-4 says, "You will keep in perfect peace him whose mind is steadfast, because he trusts in you. Trust in the Lord forever, for the Lord is the rock eternal." One of you sweet ladies asked about which version of the Bible I use, and I use an NIV Bible from 2009, and it's also a study application Bible, so it explains most of the verses down at the bottom of the page. And my sweet husband made a book cover for me. This Bible is so loved that the cover has been peeling off, and he got some contact paper and made an old style book cover. If you're from Generation X like I am, you will probably remember back in elementary school when you had to make book covers at the beginning of the school year. I really like making my own kitchen cleaner. It saves me money and it doesn't have those harsh chemicals in it. All it takes is some distilled water and some white vinegar, and I just put it in one of these jars that I got on Amazon, and I did get this label on Etsy. I thought it would make the jar look a little bit cuter. week is my birthday, so I had already planned to take next week off. I'll see you back in the second week of October. One thing that I really like to do is have small little vases of flowers from my flower beds in the house. And this is just an old spice jar that we cleaned up, and it's just the perfect size for a cute little bouquet. He works so hard at his blue-collar job that I like to show my appreciation by greeting him every day when he comes home with a hug and a kiss. Maybe the world feels uncertain right now, and I get it. But you don't need to fix the whole world to make a difference. Maybe you're like me and your husband is working long, hard hours while you keep the home running. That's not small work. That's faithful work. So keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. It really does make a difference. And you're not alone. I'm right here with you. Until next time, happy homemaking.